في زمن تتسارع فيه التكنولوجيا لم تعد العقارات على حالها. من دبي إلى نيويورك يفرض الترميز العقاري نفسه كأحد أبرز ملامح التحول الرقمي في عالم الاستثمار. بزنس حاورت مايكل فلايت الرئيس التنفيذي لليبرتي ريل استيت فند وبدر الكلوتي المدير الإقليمي لشركة باينانس في الشرق الأوسط، والنتيجة مفاتيح جديدة لفهم ما يعيد تشكيل سوق العقارات على مستوى العالم.
Tokenization is putting, data onto a blockchain. And so, a blockchain is something that, just like the internet, we can communicate instantaneously, over the internet. And so that allowed worldwide communication. Blockchains allow transfer of value worldwide. So with trust. And so if you consider a blockchain is like a large database and a ledger, but the other thing that blockchains are is they're immutable. So as the blocks start going, there's a history and you can go back and prove the history.
Quite excited about, and I think it's going to be one of the more powerful use cases for the industry. So essentially, tokenization helps to enhance liquidity, right, for any asset. Why? Because it enables fractional ownership and makes it easier for someone to buy, sell, or trade that asset quickly and efficiently. Number two, it increases transparency because it provides kind of this, ledger that's immutable. And when you have things on the blockchain, obviously by the nature of the blockchain, you cannot change a record on a blockchain.
And I think it was the Arab Emirates that put everything, their entire title system on a blockchain, which is super cool because you can now see, like in the United States, we have an extensive record-keeping system of real estate title, but those titles all go with certain counties. And some of those county books are still done in like writing and things like that. So if there's like a mortgage on the property or if the property was sold, that property, all the paperwork has to go down to the county recorder and they write it in the books and everything. I think most of them are computerized now. But what's really unique about the United Arab Emirates is that if I go over there and buy a condo, let's say in Dubai, it's that title is going to transfer and I can look up and see where that title is on the chain. I don't see that it's a trend that's going to fade away. The United States just passed a stablecoin bill, and those stablecoins are going to be on blockchain. I don't see that Bitcoin is going to go away. I don't. If you take a look at, they're even, most of the stock markets in the world at some point are going to be tokenized so that they can trade 24 hours. So some people could say that. I don't see that happening. Because the reason why you would want to use a blockchain is, number one, it eliminates a lot of paperwork. So the transactions are automatic. It can show proof of finality. And there's a whole host of other things that it's going to eliminate a lot of jobs. And it's also going to have more truth and transparency. So I don't see it going away. I see blockchain and AI just inexorably, moving forward. You and I can invest in a property together, and it's easier because we don't have to go through an elaborate legal process of saying, oh, this is tenants in common and everything else. It's like, hey, let's get a group of people together and buy this, and we can arrange our sharing arrangements. So let's say you and I want to buy a condo in the marina area of Dubai, and I might want to use it during the winter time, because it's very cold here in Chicago, and we can just work out and we could actually put together a timeshare, with our smart contracts. So it makes holding title and it makes buying real estate easier. It also is going to make real estate more approachable for a lot of the world, because if you can buy a smaller share of real estate, and you don't have to buy in it, like most people in the world love to hold their wealth in real estate. I can't buy a $100,000 house or even like a $10,000 equivalent house somewhere in Latin America or Africa or a building. But if I can buy a small piece, if I can buy like $100 and start saving money in real estate, and I know that that real estate is going to appreciate and I'm going to get cash flow from it, why wouldn't I do it? The traditional real estate brokers firms are already under threat. So there's laws are changing that, brokers here in the United States used to get paid by the sellers. People are looking at a lot more houses online, and they're seeing things and they're doing their research online before they even deal with a broker. So that's going to happen. I think, for the most part, everybody says their brokers are going to be disintermediated. But the other thing is that nothing happens until it's sold. So if you can't get people to actually look at your property, it might not ever be sold. So if you get a broker might be able to market your property better and get a higher price for your property because they're selling your property. And that's what the broker's job was always supposed to be. They were supposed to find the buyers, and they're supposed to sell the property for you, and get you a higher price. The brokerage, I've been a real estate broker since 1986. And the brokerage industry really went to, I'm just going to take a listing or I'm just going to show stuff and there's no selling involved. And the truly best brokers in the world are people that know how to sell and the people that know how to present a property and stuff like that. And one of the problems with tokenization as investments is that each individual area of the world has its own securities laws regime. So in Europe, it's MiCA. In the United States, it's the SEC. In the UAE, they have, different financial laws. Singapore and Hong Kong both have individual. So one of the problems is that real estate can't trade like crypto right now because each jurisdiction where the investment is being sold has to comply with those investment laws.
And so at Binance, we're very keen to support this and to kind of, advise, well, not say advise, but I would say support players in the space who want to be a part of this shift.
AI is going to separate winners and losers because people that can utilize AI property, even right now, you can underwrite properties. You can set the AI to look for certain anomalies in different markets and things like that. And you can just supercharge it. So I can like 10x or 100x what I can do in a day through AI. And we have been doing that. And I'm involved with several AI companies that are doing that. And so that is going to change things. So people that know how to utilize AI and know how to focus AI, they're going to be the winners right now.
العقار على البلوكتشين لم يعد حلما في عالم يتغير كل دقيقة. يبدو أن من لا يواكب موجة الترميز العقاري اليوم سيفوته في المستقبل. من دبي إلى نيويورك العقارات تتحول إلى رموز، والفرص باتت متاحة للجميع.